Hello, traders. Welcome to this week's weekly Forex Forecast. Trade Forex with Gabe. I will be taking you through the best setups found in the market for the week, which is May 22nd through to May 26th. To start off with, let's start off first with the economic calendar, as always, and I will take you to the Forex Factory. But this week, I will be using two economic calendar because Forex Factory failed to capture the interest rate decision, which will be coming out on Wednesday. But let's start off with what is available to us. On Monday, pretty much a clear day. On Tuesday, we will be having much of the flash PMIs coming out from most of the European countries. From Europe, we also have GBP. We also have from US, all flash PMIs coming out from on Tuesday. So we should expect some little bit of volatility on that day as it affects these pairs. On Wednesday, we have CPI on GBP. We also have Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks also by 2 p.m. and FOMC meeting on Wednesday. But then let's look at another calendar. On Wednesday, you will see we have the Reserve Bank of New Zealand rate statement, which will be out at 3 a.m., depending on what time zone you are in. Now, this is very important because pairs relating to New Zealand may seem to consolidate before this news is released. So traders, put this into consideration as you trade any pair that has to do with New Zealand dollar. Now let's proceed to Thursday. On Thursday, we have prelim GDP quarter in quarter, unemployment claims as it affects the United States dollars. And on Friday, we'll have the core PCE price index, very important data on the United States dollar. So let's look at the currency strength index and understand how the currencies are faring for the week. Now we have Swiss franc coming out top as the strongest pair into the week. We have gold. Next to it is dollar. Then we have New Zealand dollar. And then Great Britain pound, Bitcoin. And then Canadian dollar moved from the negative zone, weakness zone, and it's on a neutral zone, but it sure made a positive move from that negative or weakness zone to be on a neutral zone. And we have euro, Australian dollar, and of course, Japanese yen still staying at the lowest ebb of weakest currencies. Well, to make us properly understand all this, we have to make a comparison from the previous week. Now, from the previous week, we see how Swiss franc retained its position from 2.0. Still, this week is scoring 2.0. On the currency strength chart, we have gold moving down from 3.6 now to 1.8. We have the dollar moving from 0.9 to 1.0, and New Zealand dollar from negative 0.9 to 0.7. GBP losing some strength there from 0.4 to 0.2. And we see Bitcoin also moving from negative zone to positive. Canadian dollar moving from negative 0.8 to 0, and euro negative 0.7, moving even lower to negative 1.0. Australian dollar negative 1.3 to 1.2, and Japanese yen negative 2.0 to negative 3.7. So Japanese yen is coming up top on matching it up with any of the strong pairs here. It will come out to be my best play into the week. So the biggest positive to negative change is United States dollar, Swiss franc, NZD, Canadian dollar, and the biggest negative change are euro, Japanese yen, and Australian dollar. So let's look at the best setup that I was able to filter out those that have some of the leading price action set up on them as it relates to the biggest positive to negative net change. And those are Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, I'll be looking to go long on it. New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen, I'll be looking to go long on it. But don't forget, we have an interest rate decision around this pair. I'll be looking to go long also on USD, Japanese yen, and also we have Euro, USD, I'll look to go short. Australian dollar, United States dollar, I'll look to go short. CHF, JPY, I look to go long, and Australian dollar, Swiss franc, I'll look to go short. Guys, don't forget, you'll need to have do currency correlation, so you're not trading same pairs that are going the same direction. Okay, this is very important. So you can get that. You can use this tool to achieve that. mataf.net/en/forex/2/correlation. So I use this tool to filter out exactly what pair I'm trading. So I'm not trading two pairs that are going the same direction. All right, so let's jump right in on the charts and see exactly how this all pan out live on the charts. Starting always with USD, the dollar index, you could see last week, our analysis, I want to believe everyone that traded last week, you had a very fantastic, profitable week. We had a very nice rally on the dollar index as predicted, that we had a breakout from the channel. And of course, you see, we were just some few pips to hitting our target. And so much is left to be desired to see a little bit more rally to hit this target. As always, we got this target by taking the perpendicular distance of this channel, a breakout from a channel. I think I even fell short on that. So we achieved our target. I know something was wrong. You see that? We achieved our target. Once you get a breakout from a channel, you will take a perpendicular distance of that, measure it out, and you see exactly when it got to the target, we started having that reversal, okay? So right now we may see more correction, a break from this channel. We see a break from this channel, that's another opportunity for us to trade. But then I'm looking to buy, to go long on USD because it's still showing great strength on its parts, okay? All right, so let's look at the first pair, which is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Just a moment. So we start with CAD, Japanese yen, and we have seemingly a breakout from a channel, okay? And I'm looking for price to rally up to the 105.52 level. Now, this is on a daily chart. I had to do this so you can see the bigger picture that we're beginning to make higher highs and higher lows. So on the H4 chart, this is what we see. Price is traveling on a channel, yes? See, that's nice structure to the upside, which is the higher highs and higher lows. And we made nice, fantastic rally from last week. Look at that movement from here all the way, about 278 pips. So this is a nice rally. So this week, we could see that retracement or correction into the fib level of 50, or maybe we could get a touch on the 61.8, which coincides with the lower boundary of the channel. Now, I would like to see a break above the high of last week, and this should see us push up to the 105.552 level as price continues to travel along the pathways of this channel. So guys, just don't jump in right on this pair. I want to believe we still see some correction down to the 50 level or the 61.8 level before price begins to make new rallies on its part. Next pair to look at is NZD Japanese yen, New Zealand NZD Japanese yen, and of course I reminded you we will be having interest rate decision on that pair. So let's look at the bigger picture here. So nice rally from last week again. We can see that price is just traveling within a range since March 2022 on the daily chart. We're just going nowhere. And we see prices on its path again to reach the upper boundary of this ranging channel. So it's structured again to the upside. So I would like to see price make some correction into the 38.2 fib level or 50.0 fib level, which coincides with the lower boundary of this channel. And if that happens, of course, traders, you already know how, maybe you do know, I don't know. You just use the fib extension tool to find whenever it retraces to. This gives you a target for your next profit using fib extension 61.8 level. Okay, so whichever strategy you're using, I'm just to give you a general perspective of where we believe the market will be going based on statistics, based on strength and weakness of these pairs. Next on the list is United States dollar against the Japanese yen. So let's look at it. USD, Japanese yen. Again, we are having, last week we traded this pair, fantastic rally into our profit target, which was 138.19 level. So I will delete this now as we look forward to new levels into the week. Now, look at the bigger picture on daily. What can we see here? Well, I would have loved to call this a channel if we had, another touch on this boundary, but we only had one touch. So could this be an inverse head and shoulder? Well, for now, I just would like to trade this on its merits, which I love to just find a channel. And right now, the perfect channel for me, I can see is on the H4 time frame. So what we see, we have one touch, two touch, three touch, four touch, and we're making it higher to the next touch here. So we see price has broken from these key levels, as you can see here. All right, and made a break. Now we're seeing a retracement, retest of this level. We could still see more correction down to this level, which is corresponding to the 61.8 fib level before we make this outburst. But then if you want to trade using fib extension tools, you could just wait for the break of the last week's high, which is the 0.0 fib level, and use the fib extension tool to find out exactly where your profit target will be, depending on the what level we see correction into. Okay, so for now, if last correction, I believe it should drop to the 8.2, and you see that it still corresponds to our profit target of 139.60. So traders, watch out for this correction or the immediate breakout from this level, and you can make your target. This is so much, this is about 85 pips. If you can get that in a week, that is a good winner, out there. All right, the next pair will be Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD. Now, Euro USD made a fantastic sell-off from last week. For those that traded it, I believe you are happy, you made some money. All right, so we had the target. This was our target. We said we already see a breakout from a channel. You see that target, touch, 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 and we had a breakout. So I anticipated that price will make a correction, make a retest before dropping to its profit target. But then the correction was just, how many pips was this again? Here to here, 52 pips before we made it down to our profit target from last week. So let me take this out, and let's take all of this out. Okay, right. So what we see this week, I'm expecting price to make again some correction after the sell-off from last week, and then I expect further drop into the 1.0690 level. If you were to draw a channel again, you will see the pathway in which price is expected to take before getting to this level. Okay, so we don't know if it breaks above this, that means we're headed for more correction. But then if price is to travel along the pathways of this channel, then it's really clear how to expect this movement to go by. All right, what else? Let's look at the next pair: Australian dollar, United States dollar. So this trade was from last week again, but it failed to reach its profit target. You see, I anticipated this correction after that previous week's major sell-off. So we had some correction, which was really nice, giving us better risk to reward ratio. So if you were using the fib levels, let me show you how to use fib levels. So we had that sell-off from last week, and it sold off to this point. Now look at that. From the start of the previous week, price retraced to the 38.2 level exactly before it started making a sell-off towards our target from last week, which was 0.6580. This week, what can I say? We're looking forward to price finally reaching this target. So the trade is still on for those of you that made some money selling off from either this level. So there, when you use the fib level, okay, you wait for those retracements. So your entry could be the 38.2, 50 level, or 61.8. So you can break down your entry lot sizes according to those three levels. So you enter the first one, second, and the third one. Then of course your stop loss will be at the last high, where that's the last high, the last swing high. Okay. All right, so let's look for price to make further sell-off towards our final target of 0.6580. So look at the bigger picture, so in case you want to understand exactly what is happening. So let's see from the weekly chart, we'll be having price structure to the downside. On the daily time frame, you can see we're seeing price ranging. And already we see that at this level, price has already made a touch on the upper boundary of the channel. You can see the last one here. So this is really looking towards the downside of things. Okay, so this is why I believe that price should break below this channel, because this is a bigger channel on the daily time frame. And a break from this channel, we'll see price drop towards a new level of 0.6388 level. So all of this is forming and presenting us with some very nice opportunities. So I look forward again down to this level, my major sell-off on the Australian dollar, United States dollar. What else do we have? Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Let's go there. So Swiss franc, Japanese yen, this trade was also from last week. If you remember, we said we have a breakout from a channel. Yeah, I deleted some of the targets from last week, okay, because I knew it hit its target, okay. But going into this week, I'm expecting price to break above the previous high and make it forward or further up in a rally to the 154.70 level, okay. So this pair is not one of my favorites because of the targets. Really from here to here, you see that 61 pips, and then we have another 143 pips. But the level in which price could retrace, you see that up to 200. It has a wide range for retracement. So what I can advise to do is let's have our fib levels stretched out. So we have something like this. So we see price has the potential to make a retracement to the 38 level, 50 or 61 level. Okay, so this is 100 pips, 156 pips, 204 pips before we look forward to our target, which well, this is still good. So just wait for those retracements, then you can, find a better entry that will give you good risk to reward ratio. Okay. And finally on our list is Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Where is it? Just a moment. Ta, ta, ta. There you are. All right, fantastic pair again. We have structure to the downside. Look at the bigger picture there. Structure to the downside, and on H4, we see this massive consolidation. Really, really nice. Let's take it to H1 so we can see more clearly. So this consolidation presents us nothing but a money maker once we see this breakout. So of course, you all know how I trade channels. Once I see a breakout from the channel, what do? Just take a measurement. And my first target will be here. All right, see that coincidence, not just a coincidence. All right, but ultimately my target, final target will be 0.5870 level. Okay, so I've put up my trades alert bid here. Price dropping below here, I should come to this pair to find out exactly if we are having a breakout. I think I should have another one here. So let me set another alarm here, right? So this should trigger, this should be a warning sign. Get ready to trade. This will be, we're having a breakout. Okay, we're having a breakout. Let me take this exactly. Price drop below the last low, then I'm ready to trade. Okay, traders, there you have it. From me, Gabriel, and these are my best pairs I'll be looking to trade this week. So all the best. I wish you all a profitable week ahead. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to make a comment or like. And if this video has helped you make money from the Forex market, why not share it with friends who are also traders? Okay, until next week, have a great week ahead. Bye.